Hey, so as I'm filming this, it's the end of November, which means if you celebrate Christmas, you're going to be thinking about what's Father Christmas dropping down that chimney for you. You know, if you're a guitarist, guitar player, play guitar, bass, whatever, what are you going to get under that tree?
And just really quickly, these gifts are not exclusive to Christmas. They are handy gifts, whatever the celebration, whatever the season. And I've added a nice generic celebratory picture to indicate this.
And I just thought it'd be handy to do a little video using perspectives from myself, from my family who've bought me things before, from friends who are guitarists, been playing guitar for a long time. What are those really handy, practical, but cheap? We're talking budget, we're talking at the extreme maximum 50 quid these things will cost you, and there are things that are much cheaper than that. We're talking pocket money levels of expense here. I'll save it to other videos that say get this real cheap £2,000 amp. No, watch another video if you're looking for budget expensive stuff, if that makes sense. This is for actual budget. I think this video would be useful for anyone who might have a friend or relative or someone they know that plays guitar. And if you're not necessarily aware of what's useful to buy a guitarist, it can be a bit tricky to know what to get people. And I think most people who've played guitar, when they've received guitar related gifts, some of them haven't been the best quality or the most useful. And I know there's probably great intentions behind it, but actually if you're looking for gifts that are going to be useful, this is what this video is about, but also isn't going to break your bank. I know there's things on this list that I've received over the years that I didn't have before and have been complete game changers. And as we're talking about giving, please hit that subscribe, hit the like, and please let me know your thoughts, because if I've missed anything, drop it in the comments, and let me know your thoughts about some of the things that I've put on this list. And I hope this is useful to someone who is looking to buy guitar related gifts for not a lot of pennies. All right, so let's go through this. First of all, quite an easy one, a standard one, but an important one. Tuner. All right, clip-on tuners like this. What these do, if you aren't aware, they just go on the headstock of a guitar. I don't know if you can see this. They just clip on like that. The LCD screen, you can see that, and you can see if you're in tune or not. That isn't in tune, but that's what that's for, to help me get in tune. These are super handy. Again, if you're buying one of these, don't go for the most cheap option. There are some that are only a few quid. I'd go just a little bit higher than that. A few extra pounds can make a lot of difference in quality and accuracy. So yeah, number one, clip-on tuner. Essential, awesome. And what I'd say with all these gifts is try and have a sneaky conversation before you go out and buy it to make sure they haven't already got it. And just ask them, how do you tune your guitar? And if they show you one of these, you don't need to buy it. But if they don't have it, get them one, because you need to keep your guitar in tune. Number two, we're going to go with the classic capo. So if you don't know what a capo does, this is what it does. This is a guitar in standard tuning. You use your capo to change that pitch, all right? And basically you can be any pop rock singer in the universe. Just play the same four chords but using a capo. Don't go for this super cheap. You don't want to get any plasticky, rubbishy ones. I would just spend, again, just a few extra pounds, and you can get, I think these are called G7 capos. If not, I'll put the right name on the screen. I have had this for years and I've never had to get a different one. If you want to go for that bespoke thing, you can get capos that are engraved and, you know, get markings on it if you want to make it real specific to that person. But just make sure the capo itself is quality, because I got this, I don't know, 15 years ago, probably more, and it's pretty much as new. It's amazing. So that's what I mean. When you spend that few extra quid, it makes a hell of a lot of difference. Capo, awesome, and really helps change the way you play as well. This is a gift that people might buy you, but there's a slight caveat. It's an obvious one. Strings, all right? Guitar strings. Now, I use size 8s. Any guitarists are going to be like, why do you play such light strings? You're rubbish. You don't know how to play guitar. These are the strings I like, all right? And they work all right for me. The point I'm making is try and find out what size they play. Everyone has a preference. And if I gave a set of size 8s to someone that plays some death metal band, they're going to just chuck them in the bin, all right? It's going to be no good. They're going to need electric pylon wires for their guitars, not slinky size 8s. So yeah, have that little conversation. If you don't know what to get anyone, just be like, oh yeah, what size strings do you play? If someone is playing guitar and they don't know what size they play, they're a beginner or whatever, the standard, I would say the standard size is size 10s. So if you want to get guitar strings for someone, and trust me, I love getting guitar strings because strings break all the time. It's annoying having to pay money to get them. If you get strings, just double check what size they need. All right, that's the only thing. And get some decent ones. These are Rotor Sounds, D'Addario, Ernie Ball. Get one of those good brands. They make a hell of a lot of difference to your playing. But yeah, guitar strings, awesome. Just check what size you need to get. Another obvious one is a strap. All right, guitar straps. These can vary massively in price, but I would just say the key thing to look out for is get something that's quality rather than just a funky design. So I'll give you an example. Actually, this hasn't even got a funky design, but a lot of these straps are just these thin, I don't know, woven, I don't even know what material it is. I'm guessing it's just some tight woven material. But yeah, okay, you can wear that, it's fine. It will hold your guitar on you, but trust me, if you're gigging loads or doing loads of rehearsals or standing up and playing loads, these straps will eventually, particularly when you reach geriatric age like me, will start destroying your shoulders. You don't have to spend millions of pounds, but just go for something a bit more quality. I'm going to show you a strap that I've used for over, I'd say 20 years now. I've literally been, I've got other straps, but this has been one of my main straps for years and years because it's a leather strap. It's wider, so it fits more comfortably on the shoulder, fully adjustable. I do clean it, so it hasn't got 20 years of filth just humming and creating its own little ecosystem in here. It is relatively clean, but I would just say if you're going to get a strap, just spend, again, the few extra quid can make a hell of a lot of difference. You can get personalized ones, you can get ones with crazy designs, but if you're going to get a strap, a good quality strap can last someone for years. Like I say, this one's been used for decades. Right, another really cool but really affordable gift, plectrums. All right, plectrums or picks, whatever you want to call them. I call them plectrums, you call them picks, whatever. Things that hit the strings to make noise on your guitar. All right. If you are a person that doesn't play guitar or doesn't understand gear, it might seem like, oh yeah, I'll just get these cool, crazy. I'll give you an example. I'm going to get these crazy looking, funky looking plectrums because look at the cool colours, and that's fine. I get it, because to a non-musician, they look pretty fun, and they're plectrums. You think, do you know what? I've just bought a load of plectrums for a guitarist. From experience, these are only good for chucking in the bin. All right. You might love them, fair enough. But for me, again, just go with that quality. I use Jim Dunlop. There are loads of other really awesome plectrums out there that, you know, that's probably under £1, one of these plectrums. But a few of those is better than getting 80 of these, all right? So just, again, get that quality. It makes a hell of a lot of difference when you've got a plectrum that is sturdy, will last long, and ultimately you can grip and feels comfortable. It sounds silly, but it's an essential thing. So plectrums, just go for that little bit of quality. There's loads and loads of brands out there. Again, ask the question, oh yeah, what plectrums do you use, mate? There you go. When they tell you, run out to the shop. If they're using these, buy them those and change their life, all right? Right, another game changer for me. And I didn't have this until this year, and it's literally amazing. This is a mini kind of string changing kit. This cost, I want to say, under 15 quid. Comes with everything to help maintain. Anything that helps you maintain a guitar is an awesome gift, all right? So any guitar maintenance stuff is fantastic. This is a good one. You've got stuff to measure action height. So if you don't know what the action is, that's how close the strings are to the fretboard, which people like to adjust. It's got a mini screwdriver string winder there. Just loads and loads of guitar, something like this, a guitar string repair kit, whatever, is awesomely useful. And I'm saying that from very recent experience. I've only had this within the past year, and game changer, not a lot of money, awesome gift for a guitarist, whether you are pro or beginner, all right? And if you can learn to maintain your guitar, you will save lots of money. Let's put it that way, because instruments aren't cheap to repair. On that line of thought, let's move on to something else I got recently. This is going to seem random, all right? But a soldering iron, a soldering kit. This is a real cheap one, all right? But if you're just a beginner guitarist or just need to maintain your guitar in a hurry, this will save you tons and tons of money. If you play an electric instrument and you know how to solder, again, you're going to save tons of money in repair costs. Again, this was under 20 quid online. Absolute game changer again. I've had a few faulty guitar jacks that would have cost God knows how much if I took to the local shop I get them to repair. Now I can do it at home, and you're learning a skill, aren't you? Bear in mind, I am rubbish at electrical repairs, but if you can just botch job it, even if it's just a botch job or repair to get you through a gig, and then you take it to your repairman, that's a game changer in itself, isn't it? Particularly if you're a musician on tour, if you can learn to do that on the road, that's awesome, man. You might get some people like, why the hell did you get me a soldering iron? But they will thank you. They will thank you eventually. Another really useful gift that doesn't cost loads of money. I don't actually have a pair to hand, but I would say high quality earplugs. Not these. Don't know if that's in focus, but don't get these, all right? These are emergency earplugs. These are what you use when you haven't got any quality ones to just stop you going deaf, basically, if you're playing loud music for long periods of time. But you can get some really good, higher quality earplugs for not loads of money. I'm not talking the crazy hundreds of pounds molded stuff. That's a different level. But you can get some more kind of cheaper alternatives that do an infinitely better job than these, all right? They will protect your ears and still give you a half decent sound quality when you're playing live. I haven't got an example with me right now, but here's a picture of some just for reference. Again, earplugs protect your hearing, because if you can't hear but you love playing music, that's a problem, isn't it? And I'll say, if you are a musician and not using earplugs, you need to wear them. You need to wear those earplugs. It doesn't matter if it feels weird or whatever, or even if you go to watch live music all the time, wear those earplugs, because what good is live music if you can't hear it, or you've got a disgusting high ringing sound going on permanently? So wear those earplugs. Request those if you don't have them for Christmas if you're a musician. A really good gift as well is guitar cleaning equipment. Here's a really quick example. This is a guitar string cleaner. I've had this for years and years. This just basically goes over the strings if you've played loads of gigs and they're getting all manky and disgusting. This also helps clean the fretboard. And any gift that helps with guitar maintenance, all right? Anything that just helps keep it clean, stops things from breaking, from going disgusting, is useful. And also it's nice because if people are maintaining their guitars, when you play someone else's guitar, you're not going to pick up some new disease that they've left on their fretboard. So yeah, guitar maintenance stuff, always a good gift. Few quid, easily just a few quid, makes all the difference. Right, this is a real key one, guys, all right? I'm going to show you an example of some. I bet you know someone, whether you're a musician or not, that needs a set of these. Strap locks. Now, if you are not a musician or you don't know what strap locks are, basically what they do is they stop you from dropping your guitar. I would say that's always a win, all right? No one wants this to happen. I've seen it happen. I've seen it on stage. I've had it happen on stage. Luckily, I haven't dropped it on the floor yet. I've managed to catch it midway, but there's always that risk. And let's be honest, guitars aren't cheap. Guitars are awesome and we want to look after them. Strap locks help you to keep them safely hovering above the ground. So strap locks. Have a look for some, again, half decent sets, can cost not a lot of money. They make all the difference. Every guitarist will thank you if you buy that. And that's for 6-string or bass guitar, strap locks, whatever. In fact, whatever instrument that is hovering above the ground that you're holding above your waist, get some strap locks, all right? Awesome gift, and every musician will thank you for it. Another affordable but really useful bit of kit are guitar pedal boards, or any storage for instruments or instrument gear. I'll show some examples now. For years, my storage was horrendous. I would just have a bag just full of everything, leads, pedals, straps, everything all in this, just chucked in this bag. But I used to have a mental breakdown every time I'd set up or break down my equipment. As soon as I started getting some proper storage for all these things, it literally made everything so much easier, and it protected your equipment. So anything storage wise, you can get little tubs that contain all the little trinkety bits in one place. You can get, like I said, pedal board cases that don't cost loads of money. If people haven't got a pedal board case and they've got effects, get them a case to protect it. Like maybe you've got a friend that's got a really flimsy guitar case, for example. You can get some really good soft cases that don't cost loads of money to help keep their gear safe. So anything like that, storage boxes, cases, stands, whatever. Awesome gift ideas, don't cost tons of money, but can help look after expensive kit, man. And you know, every musician will appreciate that. And last but not least, you need one of these. Every guitarist needs one. They're quite expensive, quite hairy, make a lot of noise, but they're awesome. Stick them in your stocking, they'll be fine. Okay, so those are some ideas just for Christmas or gifts in general, all right? Whatever time of year, whatever the event, I would say most musicians, if they don't have these things, they'll be useful. I'm sure you can think of plenty of musicians that don't use any of this stuff that should be, all right? You guys know who you are. I hope some of these ideas have been useful. Again, the key thing is you don't have to spend loads of money, but that little bit of extra quality will make a hell of a lot of difference, all right? Please share around, please like, subscribe, follow the channel, because I really love your input. And a big thanks for watching, and thank you to my family and friends that helped me come up with some of these ideas, and for buying some of these things for me, because honestly, I wouldn't say they're useful if I didn't find them useful. So yeah, happy gift hunting, and take it easy, guys.